Hello parents, I come to you today to discuss the budgeting process and how our tuition was determined for next school year. I first want to start with the reason that each of us is here, and that is our school mission, which is St. Anne's School is a Catholic and Christ-centered community dedicated to forming disciples who are nurtured within the parish, educated in the school, and sent forth to live the gospel message. And I can say this past year, we have definitely nurtured the students within the parish by having our weekly masses, along with our rosaries, our First Friday adoration, and our Stations of the Cross. I wanted to focus on some of the highlights of this year. We have had our three major fundraisers with the Harvest Fest, Crab Feed, and Jogathon. Our Harvest Fest, even though it was very hot that weekend, exceeded our goal. Our Crab Feed fell a little bit short, and our Jogathon was another successful fundraiser. Some of our academic highlights this year is our students continue to perform well on their STAR testing, which they are currently taking. We are trending to surpass our percentage of students at or above benchmark from last year. Last year, we ranked number 1 in our diocese and feel this could again happen in the 24-25 school year. What I'd like to focus on for a portion of this video today is how our budget is derived and the major components that go into it. So the first area is wages and salary expenses. This coming year, we are looking to hire a part-time 5th grade assistant to help in the 5th grade classroom. Several teachers this past year have worked on continuing their education and have thus moved across our salary scale. The diocese has provided us a salary scale and has given a 5% increase for teachers and a 4% increase for administrators this year. We also, due to their hard work, have increased the wages of our aides and the various support staff that we have here at school. We, from the diocese, were also told to budget for an increase of 20 to 25% in healthcare insurance, which again is a large increase. As we move forward with budgeting, we also need to look at our property and facilities. We budgeted a 10% increase in both utilities, repairs, and maintenance, as we know costs are increasing. We also need to add a full-time janitor with benefits to help ensure the building and grounds remain clean and updated. The diocese also asked us to budget a 10% increase in our property insurance. Again, we will need to increase the regulatory compliance fee to help cover the cost of these increases. This next year, our lunch program and campus care, we will continue to have a lunch program. We needed to also increase our campus care rate from $5 to $5.50 to help ensure that we are able to add another staff member to our homework room, as well as provide the supplies that are often needed for our campus care. So, those are the three major areas in which our budget is comprised of. I wanted to focus on something that I feel is very important. The cost to educate your child at St. Anne's School is $7,928. It's important that I let you know and remind you that the parish helps to subsidize the cost of paying half utilities each month, conducting a second collection each month, and as a school community, we complete 3 major fundraisers. However, that does not cover all cost. Therefore, in the coming year, we will need to increase your tuition by $450 per child. I know that this is a hard thing for many of you to do. However, when I look at the math and our 10 months that we collect tuition for, that's a $45 increase. As you can see in the previous slides, we have been asked to budget for large increases in our insurance, for our staff, and also for our property insurance. This year, when comprising the budget, I did find various areas in which I needed to cut, and those things have been made. However, despite that, there still needs to be an increase in tuition. As you can see, this tuition cost still does not cover the full cost of educating your child. I just want to take a moment to thank you. As a principal, I know the sacrifices you as parents make and that you've chosen Catholic education for your child. I appreciate your continued support and dedication to this school. St. Anne's is a place we continue to strive and improve on daily. I look forward to next year and being able to watch your children grow in their faith, knowledge, and purpose. We will be sending home a letter that outlines the tuition cost per child. In the letter, we also state if there is a need for tuition assistance to please contact me. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for entrusting your children to St. Anne's Catholic School.